Good morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna jump straight into it. Today we're gonna talk about chapter 13 of You Are a Badass. This is an incredible book that I'm reading with my team right now. Sorry about my voice. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Anyways, this is an incredible book that I'm reading with my team. So we're doing a little book club. So I wanted to post with you guys the stuff that we're learning every day. So in chapter 13, Jen is talking about giving and receiving, right? I believe that the name of the chapter is actually Give and Let Give. So in previous chapters, she does talk about how our universe is made up of like action and reaction, right? Every action that you have is going to have an equivalent reaction. So that goes for giving and receiving as well. Whenever you learn how to give abundantly, you're going to receive abundantly from the universe, from God, whatever you want to call it with your belief system. But it makes total sense because she does talk about how giving, it gives us joy, right? Sometimes, I'm sure you heard this before from other people, that's better to give than to receive. And I remember when I was super young, I didn't quite understand that because I loved getting gifts. But once I did start making my own money and I started like actually buying gifts with my own money as a teenager, I remember that I was never ever able to actually stay in budget for buying my friends gifts. Like I was able to stay in budget for my money, like for me to go shopping. But when it was for other people, I always went overboard, and I never even related those two things because I was like a teenager, you know what I'm saying? But now I remember like just the incredible joy that I had whenever I was able to give something to my friend that they actually truly appreciated, you know? And I realized that making friends, like later on, and even like in my previous relationship, people's birthdays would start coming up, and I would literally start asking them key questions to figure out exactly what they were into that year. That way I could actually give something that they would appreciate it versus just a freaking generalized gift that everybody gets, you know? And which makes total sense. There is nothing better than when people are thankful, when people are appreciative of you giving something that they actually enjoy, right? So she was talking about how giving is pretty much proof that you are in an abundant mindset, okay? The reason behind that is because, for example, if I was to give you $100 and I told you, you're never going to make $100 again, this is the only $100 that you're going to get your whole life, most likely you're not going to give it that away. And that's our lack mindset. It's a mindset where we don't believe in abundance. We don't think that things are going to come back to us. So we got to hold on into everything. And then you're holding out the flow in your life of giving and receiving. When for example, if I gave you a $100 bill and I told you every time that you give this $100 bill out, guaranteed you're going to get your $100 back. If you were to hear that, if you had the faith that was going to happen, of course, you're going to try to give that out as many times as possible because you want to get more money back, right? So that's kind of the mindset of giving and receiving happens. Whenever you're a person who knows how to give abundantly, you're creating that flow in your life to receive abundantly because it's literally one of the most powerful, is one of the most acts of faith, I guess you could say, that you're going to have an abundant life is when you learn how to give. So that was chapter 13. She gives a couple tips on how you can do that on a consistent basis. Like, for example, picking a charity or something that you're into to give out every single month and make a habit out of it, or tipping a little bit more than what you usually would. Learning to not respond with the same vibe, the same energy. So for example, when somebody's being rude and you could respond the same way, or you could love them through it, you know, it's the kill them with kindness. So there's a lot of different ways where you can give to people, and not all of them have to involve money. A lot of times it can be giving them your time, it can be giving a word of comfort, you can be making them feel loved and appreciated in a certain way. So that was chapter 13, guys. I hope that was some useful information for you. I know a lot of times we do stuff subconsciously, but even better than that, it's having the awareness of how that can affect your life, your business, your health. Even one of the examples that she does give is about somebody who was actually sick, and her doctor gave her the homework, okay, of giving something out for 29 days. And you could be literally making a call to a friend who is sick to check on them, and different things like that. So that's it, guys. About to get to work right now. So this was chapter 13 of You Are a Badass. You can we're doing the book on Audible right now. It's pretty cheap, so if you want to join us, you can still go back on the guide and see the chapters before that. But I hope you all have an amazing day. I'm very excited to be doing this again with you guys, and I hope to be able to give some light and add some value to your lives today. I will talk to you guys later.